Would you believe me if I told you that I literally made this shirt today? Look at the back. I'm obsessed. Although I do kind of have to admit that one boob is a little bit bigger than the other, and this one, it doesn't want to stay in. It's just not getting the memo. Also, can we talk about the fact I can't even say it. Can we talk about the fact that I'm gonna be 20 next month? Anyway, hey guys, it's Genevieve. Welcome back to my channel. It is currently 5, and I basically just wanted to start this video a little bit earlier because I feel like my nighttime routine is so much more of like an evening routine through into my nighttime routine. It's something that I'm not sure if I ever have like mentioned it on my channel before, but I do kind of struggle with falling asleep because I'm someone that just deals with a ton of like racing thoughts all the time, like literally non-stop, but it gets especially bad in the night because then it's like the anxiety and like tiredness kind of combines into this really toxic combination, which basically prevents me from sleeping. So I've had to implement a lot of different things into my routine just to help me relax and calm down enough to the point where I can fall asleep. So if you also struggle with sleep problems, maybe this will give you like a couple extra things that you can try. But anyway, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already because I'd love to have you in this community. Yeah, let's get into it. Dinner is always the meal where I try to incorporate as many veggies and dark leafy greens as I can. So normally I have what I call a nourish bowl, which is essentially just whatever veggies and like plant-based protein, a source of carb, whatever I have on hand, I combine it with some seasoning, and I just love meals like this because I know that it has so many vitamins and nutrients just packed into one meal, and it's going to give me so much just like good energy and just really good fuel, and that always makes me really excited, which is honestly the sole reason why I eat as healthy as I do. I just think fueling our bodies is a very exciting thing, and we should enjoy it and make it taste really, really good. So as you can see here, I'm using some tahini and tamari. I love this combo. It just adds the perfect amount of like saltiness and flavor to my food. This was honestly such a good meal. Know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. Nothing can stop me, no, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I. So before I hop in the shower and take all my makeup off and actually start like unwinding for the night, I wanted to quickly talk through all of the little things that I have that help me just relax and get into the mindset for sleep. So the first thing, of course, my journals. As you will see so often on my channel, I am a huge fan of journaling. I journal every single day, sometimes multiple times a day, and especially in the evenings, I actually love journaling, like more so than I do in the morning. Especially during times when I have a lot that I'm processing or just a lot on my mind or just a lot going on. Journaling in the evening helps a ton just to get everything out of my mind, all the thoughts, all of the ideas or concerns, worries, whatever, I get it out onto paper so it's out of my mind, and I just feel like it helps quiet everything down before I go to bed. So I always do that. I also keep my habit tracker and my mood tracker and my gratitude log in here, which I always fill out right before I go to bed, so I'm gonna do that later as well. The next thing are my blue light glasses, which there's a horrendous reflection going on right now. I have to keep my head to the side. Actually, this is my better side. So anyway, so yeah, I am not the type of person that avoids all technology for the last like 3 hours before I go to bed. I am simply not that type of person, and honestly, I don't even necessarily want to try to be, if I'm being completely honest, because my comfort shows they hold a very special place in my heart. And I have honestly noticed that whenever I'm watching a show, there's obviously dialogue, there's things happening, and it kind of quiets down or just like stops all of the other thoughts from racing around in my mind because I'm focusing on something else. So personally for me, it actually really helps. And if there's, say, a night where I can't sleep or I wake up in the middle of the night because I had like a nightmare or something, which I'm actually very prone to nightmares, I've realized, but just putting on a show, it just helps me relax again, and then I can eventually either get to sleep or fall back asleep or just keep myself from going insane. If I'm feeling particularly productive, another thing that does work for me is reading. Okay, there may have been a wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, clearly this is the first top that I've ever made. Anyway, as I was gonna say, reading is something that also helps. Right now, I'm currently reading Normal People by Sally Rooney because I really loved Beautiful World, Where Are You? That one I think is so good for anyone that's like around my age, just because it's all about like just navigating life as a young adult. Okay, oh my god, this is heavy. Okay, we'll start with the big one. This is a recent addition to my evening routine or night routine. I have not been using this for super long, but ever since I started using it, oh my god, it has helped so much. This is a weighted blanket. I'm actually not sure how much this one weighs, but pretty heavy. And when it's like distributed across your whole body, you feel so just immensely grounded. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. And then the last thing is this like weighted satin eye mask. I used the one from Kitsch, and yeah, I love it because it's satin, so it's still vegan. Great option if you're looking to not get silk. This just helps me be able to sleep in a little bit longer, because this is also something I have realized. I used to correlate, you know, the time that I woke up with how productive I was being. And if I was waking up at 5 a.m., I felt like I was on top of my game. I was conquering life. I was thriving. But our sleep habits are so reflective of what we can even do during the day. Like, if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not going to be able to be your best self. You're not going to have the energy to do the things that you want to do. And it just, yeah, realizing that, I was able to like totally shift my perspective, and now I just appreciate my sleep so much more. All of these things, as well as the things that I'm about to do, like showering and skincare, all of this just helps shut my brain off a little bit and just get my body into kind of like the winding down state in order for me to hopefully, fingers crossed, get to sleep. Sometimes I still have to take a melatonin. I try not to take one every single night. I usually leave it until I absolutely need it, like if I have a really early morning on set the next day. So first things first, I always take off my jewelry, which always feels like I am losing a part of myself because it's such a big part of my identity, if I'm being honest. And I put my hair up just to get it out of the way while I move into brushing my teeth. Just the usual stuff here. I also floss, of course, and afterwards I put in my retainer. I just didn't get a clip of that. Then I move on to my skincare routine, and as some of you may know, I have really struggled with acne over the past few years, so I have really been trying to focus on using just a lot of good ingredients to hopefully help my skin. So I also use a double cleanse method. I feel like this just works so much better at making sure that every single bit of makeup is off of my skin. I just feel like it is the best thing for it. And then I go in with my benzoyl peroxide cleanser, and this one I actually let it sit on my skin for 3 minutes after I apply it. So I usually just wash it off while I'm in the shower. And once I am all clean, I move into some more active ingredients. So I use this AHA and BHA serum from Bad Habit, and oh my gosh, if you are looking for a new skincare product to just make your skin really smooth and glowy, try it. Also, the CeraVe salicylic acid lotion, best thing ever. Seriously, go buy it immediately. This is not at all sponsored. I'm just obsessed with it. And then I also apply a eyelash serum. So this right here is my favorite time of the day. I love just unmaking my bed, forming a little nest out of pillows for maximum comfort, and then I just do whatever I want. So today I decided to do a little bit of everything. I started with just some reading. This day I'm pretty sure I only read like 1 or 2 chapters. And then I go into some journaling. Today I just did a brain dump of whatever was on my mind at the moment, which honestly I've been having so much on my mind. I feel like so much of my life has just been shifting lately. Then I make sure I have my alarms set for the next day. I quickly take the probiotic that I of course forgot to take earlier. And then usually Link comes in my room and hangs out with me for a little while. And then Grey's Anatomy. Every single night, literally like clockwork. I'm so predictable and a creature of habit. I need Grey's Anatomy in order to feel like comforted enough to fall asleep. But as I mentioned earlier, I always wear my blue light glasses just to protect my eyes. And yeah, that is my nighttime routine. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to subscribe. Here's my Instagram and TikTok if you want to see more, and I'll talk to you soon. Good night.